Okay, do not say anything. You don't want to be recorded for Laura. So, hello, Laura. Hope you're having a nice holiday.
Yeah.
So let's feed back. Right, so we've got Michelle. Who were you listening to?
So I was listening to Christina. So you've probably caught half of that anyway. So Christina has been upping her exercise with her taekwondo and doing a part runs. Did you say part run? Yeah.
Yeah, I do a part run on a Saturday, yeah.
She's found with that shift and bringing more exercise in, her body's feeling a bit stiffer, and she's kind of missing the level of the Ashtanga that you obviously did in the last module. So she's feeling that she's going to need to bring in some more of that into her practice along with the Kundalini. Struggling at home a bit with finding peace and quiet to do the practice, which I can totally empathise with. It's finding that balance of getting your work and your child and your practice for yourself. But she had a lovely time on Saturday. She'd gone running with her daughter, and she did a practice with Robin. Which she said was great. So it's a really nice way to bond, isn't it? And the daughter was really excited about it and leading the class, as Christina said. But then she feels that she needs to get more time set aside for her to kind of focus on herself and her own kind of practice. Hopefully that's done you justice.
Thank you, Michelle.
That's lovely, Michelle. Thank you. Well listened. So Chris, who were you listening for?
I was listening to Natalie,
Mhm.
and she has had a really good week this week. And it was really nice to hear that she said that she was getting to know her own body more. Because we've all got those aches and pains and niggles and worries, and they can feel like you've had them forever and they're never going to go. Um, and she feels like it's all kind of gone now. So, and I know you said your pelvis, I know you've mentioned your wrist before, Natalie, I think maybe your shoulder. And you just said that you're letting your body dictate where it goes. And you're kind of listening to yourself, but now you're feeling stronger. And you feel like you've got more confidence, more consistency, you feel happier. And I think you are getting to know your body so much more. And maybe, I don't know, I've got the feeling that you're just lightening up on yourself a little bit. You kind of just come into just allowing everything to just be a little bit more. I got the kind of vibe. Um, you've just had a bit more sensitivity for yourself, and you're finding the meditation really good as well. So I just got the gist that you're really getting into it now when you're feeling a lot stronger, but also I think you mentally seem like you're in a really good place as well. I hope that's done you justice, Natalie.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
It's brilliant. Lovely. Thank you. Natalie, who were you listening to?
So Michelle's had a bit of a challenging week. She's felt slightly overwhelmed because obviously she's doing these studies on top of the day-to-day stuff that she does. She's had a second weekend celebrating her mum's 80th, which I'm sure has been lovely, but again, it's things you've got to be present for, haven't you? And she said she's her doggie's not very good, and she's got the rescue puppies. She's been busy with CPR training, which she needs to do, to keep up with. So yeah, just generally quite a challenging week of doing. But it sounds like she's managed it all perfectly well. With regards to the yoga, she said it's really coming together. She's really enjoying the philosophy. She's getting into the understanding of the benefits of the breath work. So there's been a lot going on, but it sounds like I don't know you well, but I feel like you just get on with it, Michelle, and I think
It's
that's really
amazing.
great. Just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well done, Michelle. Sounds like you've had a very busy week.
Yeah, it's just I was up in Glasgow, so it's like the whole weekend, just like it's, you know, you've got the whole of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday gone, and you're just trying to, you know, catching up the next week. And of course, the next week it's one of those weeks where you're like, oh God, I've got all this in. So CPR training yesterday, the bane of my life.
So how are we getting on with our practice then?
I'm adding
The
in.
dog is on mouse. Sorry.
I'm finding that I'm adding in different moves to it that we've done, or I found in the books, just to kind of make it a bit more interesting, but still doing the same format, but putting other moves in between it.
Okay.
I feel like more flexible from doing it, stronger. I'm able to do things for longer. You know, like that one, I can't remember what it's called, nerve something.
Mm-hmm.
I hold that a lot longer.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, you can build them up to do them longer. If you're enjoying one posture, you can do one longer and see how that works and see what happens and see what arises within you. But are we at 40 days yet? Just suddenly thinking, what are we at?
I think this is like the 5th week.
Where are we?
Oh, whatever chakra we're on today, that's the week. I don't know. What is it?
Muladhara. So we started Muladhara, yeah, so we're on week 5. So we started, so 7, 4 is 28.
35 today.
Help me, somebody.
No, I meant to
start.
I meant to check before we logged on. To be fair, I did mean to check.
Have a look. We started on
7th of Feb, or the beginning of Feb?
Was it the 7th of Feb, or was it the 2nd? Was it the week? No, it was the Feb, wasn't it? It was the week of Feb. So we've done
35. We're on day 36, I think.
day 36. So we've got 4 days.
I think we are.
I'm just going to write here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, hang on. 1, 7, 2, 1, 7. Yeah, I think we're 36, 35, 36.
$35 today. I have. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
36. So on the 12th is your last day. So on the 12th,
Yesterday.
that was yesterday.
Yeah, that was
actually your last day. That was your last. We're
meant to do 40 days.
What I missed
on the
here?
7th.
Am I a week ahead now?
Wouldn't we finish on Tuesday next week?
Tuesday the 19th.
18th.
18th. Oh.
Tuesday the 18th.
I'm in 2024. That would be helpful. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Tuesday the 18th. Okay, is the last day. So can you post on that day, Tuesday the 18th? You have a choice of one practice, the full practice, or one posture. I think it's a lot easier just to do one, because obviously it's a lot of
a Muladhara
uploading, isn't it? Yeah, from Muladhara. Do the whole practice, but post one little bit of it.
Yeah.
Do you want the whole
as a symbol of you finishing your 40 days? Your favourite.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the Wednesday, you will start Svadhisthana.
Okay.
Amazing.
Can we do both? Because I like my little practice. I'll be sad if I don't do the... Are you allowed to do that?
You could do as much as you want, Chris.
I just feel creaking. I just feel a creaking. It just warms me up for whatever I'm doing next.
It's liberating finding Kundalini, I think.
Mm.
Like Vicky said to me, "Oh, I always do your warm-ups," and I was thinking, well, I would never have learned those warm-ups without finding Kundalini,
Mm.
you know. And now, you know, we've invaded everywhere and putting them everywhere, aren't we? It's wonderful. So
think
yes, you're welcome. So do Svadhisthana, but then start on Svadhisthana is day 1 on the 19th. How are your journals going? What's the
Good.
writing? Is it rubbish or is it good?
Yeah. The thing that comes up for me a lot in the journaling is the power. I think Kundalini, for me, it brings about a feeling of power, like it brings a feeling of release, recognition of kind of stuff that needs to be released for me. But also with that release, alongside it, there is a feeling of, I suppose, empowerment and the repetition, you know, the repetition and the fact that the breath I find it easy to focus on the breath, especially when we're doing anything with breath of fire. I think that breath of fire for me is quite a powerful practice. And I just like the simplicity of it, the repetition of it, but yet it seems to have a lot of power through it. For something so simple, it seems to bring could be quite
And where do
powerful.
you think that power? Where do you feel that power, Natalie?
Well, for me, it's always here. It's always
In your tummy.
yeah. And
Interesting.
because that's where I've held a lot of anxiety over the years. For me, it feels like it's breaking through that. It's something that is healing it, breaking through it, dissolving it. So for me, it's always in that kind of center. I suppose the solar plexus is where I tend to hold everything, really, that I'm aware, that I sense. Yeah, so for me, yeah, huge benefits.
Wow, amazing.
Mm.
Anyone else feeling anything from it? What are you getting from it? Power? Are you getting power? Chris, Michelle?
I'm trying to think. I really like it because I think I like it because it's almost like a little exercise routine, but it's so much more than that. I understand it's so much more than that. And what I really like about it is because I'm quite into all the mindfulness and working on your mind and stuff. And I'm not somebody who have so many thoughts whir through my head every second of every day. And there are some things that really calm me down. And I love the counting because if you're counting and you're doing something with your body, I don't know if you can call that meditation, but I feel like it's a really good way to switch off because you're moving your body and you're also counting. So it really helps me still my mind. And also, like you said, Natalie, with the breath as well, I find that really calming because you can really it's so easy for thoughts to come into my head, but when I'm doing the counting and then you know, the sat nam as well, so saying things repeatedly in your head, I find it really calming. Like the other night I couldn't sleep. I fell asleep with Robin, but I couldn't sleep, and I'm pretty sure it was because I'm in such a lovely routine. I feel like I see colours a lot more now. Like I saw a really bright white colour like that. Like I was like, oh my God, are my eyes going funny? Like it was really, really super bright white one night after I did it. And that was the biggest one. But I saw green definitely when we did the Kundalini last week. And I saw blue this morning. I don't know what chakra that is. I don't know anything about it. But yeah, so I think overall, to cut a very long story short, I definitely feel calmer, but I feel very energized because it's not what I expected at all, but in a really good way.
It is quite meditative, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you get in the zone, it's like you're doing a physical practice, which is having so many benefits, but then when you still the mind through the mantra repetition and the counting, it goes so well as a meditation, kind of overlapped with it. Really, yeah. I mean, obviously, so clever.
And when I look at the book as well, like, you know, the I Am Woman, I was reading a little bit last night or this morning, and I don't know all the names and stuff, but the one where you put your hand up and then you just focus on breathing, and it's such a little thing, but actually it's so good for your mind. But also, if you think about it, you're holding your stomach in on every breath, and you can kind of see the science behind it as well, can't you? Because it's focusing on all your lower chakras, but you are holding your pelvic floor in, and you're meditating on it. But that's all. It's got to be good for your body as well, hasn't it? It's I do find it really interesting.
Yeah. Well, it does. I mean, it is amazing, and I think each stage you'll find like different areas you're working on through the body as well. So I'm really glad you've all embraced this, because it's very powerful.
And I'm well up there. What's this one tell me I'm going to be? Something about this is for beauty or something. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing this for yogi. But beauty.
Don't need that time. You're already there. Oh, hang on. Just got to put this down. Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh, it's awkward, isn't it, when people break by accident? Well, it hasn't been by accident. Don't want to just go bang. Always be kind. Michelle, how are you feeling with the Kundalini?
So it's really different for me than anything I've ever done. So I feel after it, more so if I do it in the morning, I'm very energized by it. Again, all the breath work, the mantras, the chanting, that's all new to me. And I'm actually quite enjoying it. I went to a thing before I started this up at Acorn, and it was I thought I was going to a drumming circle, and it was it was actually like all chanting, and I was actually horrified because I was terrified because I thought that they were going to pull me out and ask me to sing, and I just the whole 2 hours I was just sitting there like that. Please no. But actually, at the end of it, I quite enjoyed. But I actually found that. And it was giving me a real headache that day, but I think it was the anxiety. But actually, from doing it, I actually really enjoy it. You know, like doing it on my own, I wouldn't want to sing to anyone particularly. That's something you don't need to hear, but I actually really enjoy that. But it was quite interesting. Yesterday, I had an appointment. I had an appointment with Newsom Clinic just before Christmas, because my testosterone levels are really super low, and I've just been feeling really awful. Just in general about myself, about everything. And I had a review yesterday, and she asked how I felt. I said, well, I've not noticed any difference really, apart from I actually feel a lot calmer. I feel less anxious. I'm not really that bothered about stuff. Although I can feel a bit overwhelmed, it's not that kind of like, you know, that tightness in your stomach. You feel it. And I said, but I honestly don't think it's anything to do with the testosterone. I think it's to do with the breath work that I've been doing on this course, because I know that I can control my mind with my breathing. I can kind of calm myself down if I breathe properly and do stuff like that. So for me, I hadn't really realised it until I actually said that yesterday. So
Wow, amazing.
that is pretty good for me, because I'm like a million miles an hour. So, and it's something that I definitely need to do. So yeah, it's very good.
I think you're learning. I mean, I am all the time. I'm learning what triggers me.
Yeah.
And I'm learning, because yesterday I was very stressed out. I had so much going on, but it was good because I was great about it, because I could feel it. You know, I was like, and I remember going to gym. I don't know whether you're doing this. You're going to your partners. I was just feeling a bit stressed then, Jim, and I felt it here. You know, you feel it here, and that's all that was making me. And that situation, I didn't like that situation. I want to change it. I'm going to change it. So I'm not painting Gabby's room whilst my dad comes in the house, while something else is happening at the same, like there was too much going on. There was too much going, and this was getting stressed. And I was realizing, well, that was because you just weren't organised yesterday. You were just in chaos. But that subtle feeling was telling me how to work for my future self. And I think that's what we're learning, because life is chaotic and can be overwhelming, but it's just how to deal with it each one step at a time.
Well, it's like what you were saying earlier on, Natalie, that you've just actually started to be kind to yourself. And, I think for me, that's what I need to do. If I've not got time to do something, or I don't want to do something, then I just need to not do it, or just do what you need to, just do what your body's telling you to do,
Yeah.
It's not going to achieve anything if you end up running about like a headless chicken, is it really?
Well, you said in the check-in, Michelle, that something has to give, and that's all right. Just what is it, and let it go. I think it's that, and sometimes I think, especially as women, we have this thing of having to. We feel we've got to juggle it all. We can do it all. We can do it all. All the balls in the air. And actually, why should we? Why should we do that? Put ourselves under that pressure. Let a few balls drop. Drop those balls.
Balls. That's what. Yeah. Here.
Oh, I love that. Okay, should we do a practice, guys? Should we do Anahata now?
Yeah.
Should we go to the mat? So 244. I'll find a little playlist which you can choose to have on or not.
We're not Vishuddha. Are we not Vishuddha now?
Oh, yeah,
I think we're Vishuddha, Sophie.
oh, lovely. Let's do Anahata again.
Well, we can do, can't we?
Right. We could, let's get through them first, and then we can go back.
What colour are we today?
We are not green.
Blue.
We are blue.
Blue. That's why you saw blue, Chris. You psychic.
Oh, MG.
Blue.
Oh, funny. I'll just put it in here. I've got a blue playlist. Blue playlist.
Oh,
Going in. I love the first one. It's one of my favourite songs ever.
is it? What is it?
It's when I did Nia dance, it was one of their in fact I must anyway. I always think I need to try and imitate a track, but I'm not going to do it. But it's really beautiful, and it's very simple, and it's called Herbal Tea, and I just love it. I just love it, and actually, it's about how we feel right now. I feel as well. So yeah, well done, Herbal Tea appearing. Okay, I'm just moving over to the other one now. Oh, cats. I've got a very, very angry cat. Not being fed in the last 10 minutes. It's not good. I'm letting her down. Just give me 1 minute, guys. This cat is just going to drive us to a distraction if I don't give us some food. Right. So whilst you're waiting for me, think about what you want to create with VIshuddhi. Start circling. Dry breath. It's raining. It's okay to slow. Two more breaths. One more breath. Other way. Close the curtain. Neck. Brew some herbal tea. I love it. Dry breath. Two more circles. One more circle. And then bring the hands around the front ankle. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Just a little stretch. Left arm down, right arm over. Breathe. And the other way. We're just getting the whole body warmed up. Just a little warm up before we start. So we're looking at VIshuddhi chakra. It's blue. It's all around the throat. The sound is ham. 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 I don't eat ham. Do you eat ham? I don't eat ham. No. I don't eat pigs. 16 lotus petals. Open up those lotus petals. Get to your truth. Deepen the breath. Vijnanamaya kosha, the kosha that connects and communes. Postures come to simple pose again. Shoulder stand and plow. So anything going back which is triggering the throat is opening it up. The note, musical note, key of G, 741 hertz. It's lavender oil, patchouli oil, soft colours, anything which is blue, any flowers which are blue, crystals that are blue, blue topaz, so that's sapphire, aquamarine, what we've got, blue lace, agate, tourmaline, blue quartz, and it's all around the throat, the ears and the neck. And any thyroid problems, this is really good for. So we'll start with a throat and neck massage. We're going to sit on our heels. Deepen the breath. And with one hand, you're going to massage the muscles on the side of the throat, and the other hand. Let's use both. From the neck down to the throat, but not on the front of the throat, because that's where the thyroid is. So just the side of the neck. That's it. So we're moving now in a wave-like motion from the collarbone to the jaw. Just moving down. So you can actually do this as well. I like this one. So moving anything, like if you've ever got a cold or anything building up in your throat, it's working on the lymph nodes. So anything, you're just moving all that yuck out of the lymph nodes down and out of the armpits. So you're just moving everything out. Oh, we'll do this for 2 minutes. I haven't got my timer. Where's my timer? Time. Keep going. So if you've got the same chakra as me, it's lovely and empowering listening to this lady. Dry breath. Pull that energy through. Pull the energy through. Deepen the breath. Close your eyes and focus on the colour blue. Deepen the breath. And just push down. Push down the collarbones. Go. Pull. Back of the neck as well. Don't forget the VIshuddhi is all around the back of the neck too. Push down. Push down. Oh, nice. Oh, we're doing an animal swap, I see. You're on the mat, you're on the... Okay. Pull. Pull. Cats love music. The animals, they do love it, don't they? I swear, Michelle, if you let your dogs in, they might just chill. No? No. Okay. Fine. Push down. 30 more seconds. Oh, now be gentle with your neck. Be gentle. See if you can really feel the energy running through it. Hold down. Oh, lovely. Now just sweeping motions. Coming to a sitting point, just notice any change. Hold the palms out, receive. 4 more breaths. Okay, we're doing the ear massage like we did on the other chakras. So was it Svadhisthana? So we're just doing the ear massage again. So heels of the hands here, moving round. 4. So heels of the hands moving round, up and round first of all. Up and round first of all. Fingers together, pointing upwards. This is what you do. You sit on my, yeah, I know you want attention. And then go for a full massage now, all around the ears. We go. Oh, here we go. Make sure every part of that ear gets massaged. Pull down on the earlobes, just a little bit. Keep going, 1 more minute. You see, I can't read what we're doing. She knows that. Make sure you go around the backs of the ears. Pinching around the edges. Okay, and pull on the earlobes now, pull. You just hold still. Okay, up we go. So to guard our health, left arm up, right arm up, left arm up. Thumb is on the mound underneath the little finger. So up, 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 up. Breath of fire. Inhale, exhale. Pumping from the tummy. Inhale. Now pump from the tummy. 2, 3, 4. Really try and tire yourself out, it says. Yes, that's not a problem. Keep going. Keep lifting. Now try and get the arm higher if you can. That's it. Up we go. That's it. Go. Up. Pumping that tummy. Oh, hello. I'm going to do it one-handed. Got some serious cat stroking. Up. Sunny, isn't it? You like the energy? See, I think cats can see things, don't you? She can see something happening. Can you see the blue? I'm going to talk to you. VIshuddhi kosha. Jai breath. And then breath of fire. You got breath of fire going. Keep pushing. Tummy tight. Keep pushing. If you get tired, take a break and then come back in. Everyone's with me. Well done. Keep going. Imagine you're washing yourself with blue light with those hands. Fingers together and allow that blue light to wash over you as you lift those hands higher. Breath of fire stronger. Focus on the space between the eyebrows. Take yourself to a blue sky above a blue ocean. Opening up. Keep going. $30.
And bring the hands down. Squeeze. 4 minutes done. Well done. Squeeze. And let go. Again, squeeze. Squeeze anus, bottom, tummy, head, base, nose, teeth, and let go. Again, last squeeze. Squeeze. Let go. Just keep your eyes closed for a second now. Okay, 2 hands up and down, up and down, up and down. Really swing through those arms. Down, up, down, up, down. Breath, make it like a lion's breath. And down. And down. Keep that breath moving. Keep that energy moving. Again. If you feel dizzy at all, just take a break. My lion's breath's going all over the place. Ideally up when you go up. Breathe out. But if it has to go going down, it goes down. One more minute, keep going. And come to squeeze. Hold the body. Hold. Just allow yourself to open. And relax. One more, hold. And hold. Hold and relax. One more. Hold and relax. Squeeze. Just come to a lie down just to feel the change. That's quite a lot going on there. Just have a little lie down. Come back up to sitting again, very slowly and very carefully. Okay, arms out to the side. Maybe even close your eyes. Fingers around the thumb. You're going to go up, up, down, down. 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 Make sure the thumbs are inside of those fingers. And then start to make it a bigger movement as you go. So you're starting with little baby steps and then you're marching eventually with those arms. You're growing your aura. You're expanding your awareness and your presence. Keep going. That breath is natural and calm. Time to smile through the pain. "20 seconds, guys. Well done. Well done. Well done, Chris. Well done, Natalie. Well done, Michelle. Oh, getting bigger and bigger. Fantastic. 10 seconds. Oh, okay, go for a hold. Well done. Squeeze. Everything. Remember everything. Every part of the body needs to squeeze. Head, shoulders, hair, teeth, chin, bottom, legs, feet. And relax. One more time. Squeeze. Tummy, face, teeth, head. And relax. Last one. Squeeze. And relax. Keep your eyes closed. Let the body settle. This is the energy you should feel all the time. Keeping the eyes closed like you're lying on a soft pillow, turning the head to the left very, very slowly. Inhale. Exhale round to the other side very slowly, just trying to find every muscle in that neck and allowing it to be as flexible as possible as we're moving. Heads round. Again, turning around. And again. Keep turning that head. Feel the flow of the head. Allow it to be nice and soft as you move from side to side. Notice how the neck connects to the body. Maybe see if you can feel that connection between VIshuddhi and Manipura. Find Muladhara, find Manipura, and connect them up as we're turning that head. So you've got the base chakra, red chakra, Svadhisthana, orange chakra, Manipura, yellow chakra, Anahata, heart chakra, and then moving to the blue. Everything working together. Last turn. Okay, so we're just palm lift, sitting on your heels, clasp your hands, wrapping the fingers round, and then point the fingers up into the air. Raise arms up in the air, lean back, and then forward fold to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Just the first finger pointing. Exhale. So you're pointing to what you want to create, what you want to manifest right now. Exhale. Last one, reach up. Ground that finger to the floor. Okay, moving straight into our meditation for VIshuddhi. I've done this so many times. I love this one. Fold the fingers into the pads. Push the thumbs into the side of the temple. So you're going to find when you that's a chin. When you bite your teeth, you feel a muscle moving here. And so you're going to push the sides of the thumbs into the side temples. You could do fingers as well. I do fingers quite a lot. But to push the thumbs in, lock your back molars together if you still have them. Lock your back molar, keep lips closed. And then you're going to feel that muscle move. Can you feel that muscle move? Yeah, good. So you're locking those teeth, and then you're going to go sa ta nama, sa ta nama, keeping your eyes closed. Sa ta nama, sa. That's the track that I've got on is sa ta nama. If you want to put that back on to the beginning, it might work nicely for you. We're going to try and go for 5 to 7 minutes. Really mind it. Right, so this is a 7-minute track, unfortunately for us. I'm sure we can do it easily. So this is to break bad habits, addictions. It also releases inner anger, which is very interesting because anger covers many other emotions, doesn't it? So it breaks that up. And because you're saying Satan Nama all the time, it's which means truth is your name, but it's like a whole meditation for the whole body. So your thumb is here, off we go. Satan Nama. You can mute me. I would just mute me. I hope you are. Just mute me for the next 7 minutes and do it yourself. So you don't have to listen to that. You say it yourself. That's it. Good. So I'm just going to mute myself.
You class this morning, Christina?
What was that, Michelle? Sorry.
Were you at yoga this morning?
I did, yeah. Got my yoga fix this morning. How was module 1?
Yeah,
Michelle,
it's good.
you look flushed. You look like you'd had a good workout.
Oh no, I'm just sitting with a heater on and it's I'm in my garage and it's absolutely freezing, so I've got a blow fan. Just if I go in the house, the dogs will be all over me, so I just come in here and freeze to death. The hot flush. I'm cold actually. It's so cold outside today.
Just going in the other side. Okay, how is everybody? Was that nice? You enjoy that?
Yeah.
Hard on the arms, wasn't it? Some of them.
That ear massage is a revelation.
So good, isn't it?
How did I not know about that? Like, I wish I'd known that for years. I think it would have helped me as a kid to have done, before exams and stuff, just had a little yank on the lobes. Could have been life-changing, that.
So good. So, if you could do one up to the portal from those Omniworky. And we were reading Yogi Bhajan, which is bringing around a lot of questions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sophie, I missed what you said first of all there. Did you tell us to do something?
You've done it already. You've summarised chapter 2. I think you've been doing things in your sleep. Let me just.
Hard. That was hard.
That was hard. Yeah, it is hard. But I think, you know, we're in a new time as well, aren't we? I think we're in a new time where we're really aware of the Andrew Tates of the world and the Jimmy Saviles of the world. And so to be reading someone who allegedly has done stuff is a bit tricky, isn't it? And yet, you know, who knows? Who knows what Jesus did? Can you imagine if you suddenly found out something so wonderful about someone you thought was wonderful, and we don't know, and also we don't know. I think that's the crazy thing, is we don't know.
I met someone recently, which was really interesting, who Kundalini yoga came up, and she went very much, I don't do a thing. Like she would not acknowledge anything to do with him. And it was interesting because I remember you when we had our first day, Sophie, you said, you know, it's passing on the teachings, not the other stuff. But it was interesting, and I'm glad it happened, because she won't be the only one out there that feels like that, and that's fine. But I was glad that I came across it, because, you know, everyone will have their different opinions. But the first chapter that I got a bit emotional, you know, it was just so, like, kind of incredible how he wrote it. And yeah, I don't know, I don't know what to think of it all at the moment, but it was interesting with her it was just interesting to observe her energy straight away, completely changed.
She didn't like it.
She didn't
like
like
him.
just
She didn't like him.
She wasn't having it.
She wasn't having it. And that's what she's decided.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And I could decide that too. We could all decide that. But then the teachings are lost. Some of the teachings are lost, so it's tricky.
This is it.
So I like to read between the lines of this one.
Yeah.
And then I like to look at, I was thinking this one's nice. I was thinking, oh, I should show you that one. I found this one. Karina. Nothing wrong with Karina at the moment. And do you know what, though? I do think, having had a very small bit of press in my life, very small bit of press, like when I was on the, do you know, I was on an advert years ago. Well, I was on the Maltesers advert for, it was everywhere, and I remember everybody knew me for a bit, and then, but on the advert, people started writing mean things.
Oh.
And you think, oh, it's a bit harsh. I'm a person.
Oh.
And you think, you know, at the time it sort of made me sort of like go, oh, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to go push myself out there because of, but then you've got to, you know, get to 55 and you think, oh, fuck it now, doesn't matter. But at the time when I was younger, I was like, oh, that's really hurts. But how do they know? You know, even people who are saying stuff about you, can imagine, is it real? Is it real? People can come up with all sorts of stories about people. So I'm just trying to look through that and find what is the truth in the truth. And I think Gamuk was so big on that one. So where is she?
Oh.
And also look what it's doing for us, you know, look what it's doing for us. It's making, you know, if I was just doing asana, I wouldn't have all this other move. I wouldn't have all these other moves. I wouldn't have all this breathing. I wouldn't have all this knowledge about the other energies and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So let's stay with the teachings of pure and understand people who will have nothing to do with it. That's absolutely fine. So that's
That
the one
book is brilliant. That book is brilliant.
Great.
I've read it. Yeah, I highly recommend it.
Yeah. So we've got that one. Got this one, which is really good. So Kundalini is also really into it. Really numerology. Really into numerology. Be nice to do like a little numerology course, or have somebody come in and do numerology course. But number 8 is very powerful. Figure of 8, permanent figure of 8. It's the infinity symbol, and also the number 11, which is what?
Is it acknowledgement that you're on the right path, 11?
Yes, 11 is the sign of the angels. So notice it. Notice, like, when I'm thinking about things and then I see it's 11:11. Oh my God. 11:11 is the sign of the angels. There's another one, Shakti Power Kalsa. Another one, Kundalini Yoga. One on mantra. And then we've got Bhajan again, Mr. Bhajan. Interesting things about Kundalini Yoga, which also I do question. Like, so what we're doing is we're building our energy. And then I read that if you, okay, I'm going to say it. Okay, I'm just going to say it. If you have sex with somebody who's got a lot of Kundalini energy, it gives you the energy. Now, I wonder whether that's made up or not. I just don't know. Question mark. I mean, you can experiment. Yeah, so that was interesting.
That's one way of passing it on, isn't it?
You're not allowed to do that in yoga classes. That's against one of the, 5 things.
It is against it. But then on the other hand, it's like Tantra.
Tantra, yeah.
Tantra, isn't it? It's Tantra, which is another element of the Kundalini. So let us continue with a little bit of reading. Let's just do. Oh, are you having to go, Chris?
No, I'm here till 3. Just going to pick Ross up.
Organised.
All good today. No book reads or anything.
How was it? Was it good, by the way?
It was quite horrifying, actually, but I was very happy to be with I sat in this really hot classroom on the floor while 30 children got really hot and just walked around with hot chocolate. So it was beautifully chaotic.
Oh,
I'm glad I wouldn't have missed it for the world, though. So thank you for letting me go.
All dressed up.
Yeah, all dressed up. Yeah, all dressed up. Crazy.
Throwing the hot chocolate everywhere.
Absolutely, yeah. Nobody could read because it was too noisy because everybody was trying. It was beautifully chaotic. Anyway.
What page did we get to, guys? Can you remember?
Are we on chapter 3 now?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I think there might be. Should we pretend we are?
Yeah.
I think we concluded I'm pretty sure we concluded chapter 2.
We did. We had the 10 points to live by.
That's right.
And then we had the questionable if I married a little girl acts. And then it was just... You see, in some cultures, that's an okay thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not in my culture. Not in my house. Okay, let's stay here, stay calm and safe. Okay, so choose your altitude. Who'd like to read? We're only gonna do till about 5 too. Okay, guys? Okay, Chris, go ahead.
Choose your altitude. Regardless of your history of abuses or kindness, opportunity or challenge, it is within you to direct your mind. You can be a saint, you can be a human, or you can be a demon. We are entering the age of Aquarius in 2012, November the 11th. It will be a new time. The entire psyche is changing. You must purify the mind, body, and soul to be real, innocent, and sattvic. Elevate yourself to be angelic. This age you will all serve as an age of awareness, an age of experience. This transition to that age began in the Piscean age. The Piscean motto was, I want to know, I need to learn. The Aquarian motto is, I know, I want to experience. We are at a crucial change of time, a change of an age. The basic sensitivity of people to their own psyche and to each other is shifting. Now we must all experience and know our minds so we can choose to act in an elevated and effective way. Nothing less will be acceptable in this age of awareness. This is the practical technology to elevate ourselves. Shall I keep going?
Yes, please. It's lovely.
Nobody in the West has said it very openly, directly, and effectively. Your gunas, your fundamental quality as a human being and psyche, are your own productivity. You choose with each action and thought the altitude of your mind and life. Everything that happens around you and to you is not your guna, your basic personality, or your basic quality. Regardless of your history of abuses or kindness, opportunity or challenge, it is within you to direct your mind. You can be a saint, you can be a human, or you can be a demon. You can act as an animal at the altitude of impulse and ground, as an earthling human at the altitude of feelings and horizon, or as an angel at the altitude of essence, infinity, and the cosmos. It is your choice. Each of you has all three gunas or qualities in you: an animal, a normal human, which I call earthling, and an angel. Oh, have I got that right? Sorry, I've lost my place. The sensitive, awakened human. All three are there. When you act as an animal, you ignore your sensitivity. As an animal, you act by impulse and necessity. An animal acts in a very focused way. If hungry, he has to eat. If horny, he has to mate. If threatened, he has to run or kill. The impulse is so strong it acts as a unifying force for the psyche of the animal. As a human, when you act as an animal, you are direct, focused, and robotic, ruled by habit and impulse. When you act as a normal earthling human, you depend upon emotion. All you have is feelings, thoughts, and emotions. You can have so many, you do not know whether you should act or not, what you feel or not, or even who you are. The more you depend on that flood of feelings as if that is you, you become more and more mentally corrupt. You lose innocence and the clarity of you as you. When you act as an angel, you are kind, compassionate, helpful, and true to your word. You are peaceful in action and peaceful at rest. You are innocent and direct. You can listen and act in the will of God and the reality of your soul. In this way, the rule of life is very simple. Each day increase the angel in you and decrease the animal in you. That is all that is required. most people act like an animal or earthling, but you also do the worst thing. You falsify your own quality. You develop a false ego, a false fantasy, and live in imagination about yourself. You are a human, an angelic reality, but you live as if you are an earthworm, burrowing in the earth and dark.
Gosh. Sorry. Earthworm burrowing in the darkness. Can you see that, Chris?
I think I might be all right. And you are worse than the earthworm. At least the earthworm is what an earthworm is. Oh, it's a bit fussy actually. Let me see if I can make it bigger. It's a bit fussy.
At least the earthworm is what an earthworm is. There is no duality. Your habit is to doubt everything, question everyone. You doubt so much, you fear so much, you live in fantasy. Cannot learn anything. You do not become wise. A wise person does not question anything. He has a sensory system that is alert and has intuition. He has an understanding that reads between the lines. Duality is when you have a chance to learn and instead you question. You promote your feelings and fantasy, but you cannot listen. Though you have a mental quality, sattva, to be able to listen, you question intentions, relevancy, ability, everything. That is the worst position of your mind. Your mind has qualities and they must support your personality and character. Your behaviors will directly reflect and be supported by the qualities and projections of the mind. There are 5 earthly tattvas: earth, water, fire, air, and ether, that are qualities in our senses and in the world. These engage 3 kinds of behaviors or 3 qualities called gunas that determine the altitude and attitude of your life. And these 3 gunas are tamas, rajas, and sattva. So have we heard of these before? New, aren't they? Goodness. So sometimes you could write an essay on a guna, a tama, a raja, and a sattva. If your mind is tamasic, you will act stupid, angry, dull, and confused. You may have hidden anger or ingrown anger. That's the worst state of mind. So I guess that's an angry mind, tamasa. If your mind is a rajasic guna, you will be demanding. You will be royal, positive, and active. For your goals, you make a war, but it's a royal thing with a purpose. Your mind is ruled by the sattvic guna. Regardless of conditions with all things, you'll be angelic and sail through situations as a saint. So I guess our aim is not to be angry, not to be too royal, or saintly, I guess. I mean, it's quite simple, isn't it? I like to be rajasic personally. I don't see what's wrong with it, do you? The Rajaguna, being royal, positive, and I like to be called princess. What's wrong with that? The 3 gunas. Okay, so tamasic is animal, rajasic, earthling, human, sattvic, angelic, human. I have to say at this point that it does feel like there's only one good one, isn't there? But I do think there are elements of all of them. Personally, I think would be, useful to have. I mean, when do we need our animal spirit?
It's important, isn't it, to protect yourself?
Yeah.
Animal instinct comes into play. Say for example, I don't know, your kid's gonna fall over. How many times have you caught them, or maybe your dog is about to run in the road or something and you grab them and you stop something happening? That's animal instinct, isn't it?
Yeah. And yet have you ever met a saint? Have you ever seen one? Well, they do act like the sattvic. They do. I mean, they probably can't switch a plug on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They live in this sort of cloudy world of, oh, here is a car for me. It's that sort of thing. It's really interesting how they can survive, really, in this world. So have a little read of it, but please be curious and please be really reflective when you're reading, you're reading this, because obviously I think he's a good teacher. He's just like an angry teacher sometimes. It's just like, imagine you've got a teacher at school who's a really nasty German teacher. I think sometimes he sounds a bit like that when we're reading it. So we've just really got to make sure we read between the lines when we do it. But no writing this week, just reading, okay? And then we'll probably do like a bit of talking next week. Probably won't do under the chakra next week. We'll look more at Kundalini. Okay, so should we clear the space? Oh, before we clear space, I like one positive or negative comment about our session today. What do we like, Michelle?
I liked the new practice. It was good.
Oh, good. It's good, wasn't it? I like that one. Great, thank you. Natalie?
Yeah, I love the practice. I love the ear massage, as you all now know. And just, yeah, all of it. I felt great. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. And Chris?
All good, yeah. Like the practice, like the chat, like the theory. Yeah, all good. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right, well, have a brilliant week, guys. Let's clear the space. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! And again. Woo! And again. Woo! Go manifest. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.